Gamers. What's up? Sorry, my webcam button and my unmute button are right next to each other. So, I'm sure you guys can guess what just happened. But hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Tuesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live, back with some more Planet Coaster 2. Now, I have something a little different planned for tonight. If you guys have been keeping up with the updates, you'll know that they've been adding the ability to load... I need to do the career more. But they've been adding the ability to open the career maps in Sandbox Mode. And one of my favorite things to do in Planet Coaster 1 was load up the career maps in Sandbox Mode. And now that we have the ability to do that, we're going to start doing that. We're going to load up... Hopefully, the eventual plan will be to go through all of the career maps and just go crazy, go ham. Throw in a bunch of stuff, completely remodel them, whatever comes to our mind. So the first park we're going to be starting is the first park that you're probably going to be doing if you play career mode, which is a sure thing. So we're going to... Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. That's career mode. Where did it... It should have... Here it is. Okay. Load park. This is the first park. And the other thing that's good about us doing this park is I haven't had a chance to build a lot of, like, resort or tropical or, like, beachy kind of buildings. So this will give us a good opportunity to kind of build a bunch of those. And then I'll be able to add those to my collection to plop down in other parks. So this is what we're starting out with. We've got this lovely but small pool over here. We can't build... Excuse me. Sorry, I got a lot of phlegm. We can't build anything back here. So this is all of our usable space here, and then we're able to use this space if we buy it. So we're able to go all the way down here. And then we also have this space over here. So I'm thinking 3 beaches, 3 styles. They're going to be adding the pirate theme soon. So we're going to hold off on that. I'm thinking this can be our pirate section because it's the most cove-y. Or... yeah, we'll make this our pirate section over here. And then this can be our, like, jungle section, because it's kind of secluded back here, like our secret beach section. I have, like, a tickle in my throat that I just can't get rid of. So I'm probably going to be coughing a lot, at least the first part of this stream. I'll try to drown it down with this monster, not sponsored. So we've got this boardwalk here, which should be pretty easy for us. We have a lot of experience with boardwalks, so this should be a no-brainer. And then we've got this other like little plop of land, which I'm thinking flat ride makes the most sense here. And then we've got all of this beach over here, which this beach I'll probably do like houses or like gazebos or something kind of along here. This is the most like scenic beach as far as the views go. So that's probably what we'll do there. But that's what we have to work with. Voice crack. Good gosh. Hold on. I have some cough drops. I don't want to talk. I hate talking with a cough drop in my mouth. But I think we're going to have to do this, gamers. I'm going to need a Ricola. Not sponsored again. Alright. So this is what we're starting out with. And I already have a couple ideas. Right off the bat, we have this unfinished corkscrew coaster up on this kind of mountain here. So I think the first order of business is going to be... we gotta make this bigger. We gotta finish it. Let's see how it rides. Nah. Gosh, it's like, I feel like that fucking Game Grumps bit. I think it was from Zelda. Okay, well, this chain lift needs to be changed right off the bat. But let's see if we can work with this layout. I might hate it. I might want to completely redo it. Okay, I like the idea. It kind of drags. Yeah, it really kind of drags, so we're gonna do this. I like this first drop with like the swooping turn. So we're gonna keep that. And then come down here. And if you're just now joining, I feel the need to just mention, I do have a cough drop in my mouth. So if you hear a lot of mouth, like, clicking noises, like that, and if I talk kind of weird, that's gonna be why. I have no idea what's going on. Nope. Come down here. Alright, 6 cars. So now that we're up here, I think having it come down... ooh, I wonder if I can angle it. Now you guys see why I have the cough drop. I think I want to angle it I wonder if I can make it come through this hole here. How high? 145 feet. I think we can manage that. Boom. Keep it at 45. Let's do here. Perfect. We'll have to do a little bit of digging, but now we have this. We do this. Okay. Show me how that's doing. How are we doing, G's? Oh, let's fix that chain lift right now. Because that's also going to impact the speed. I think 10. 10 should suffice. Also, yeah, I thought I had all of these off. I also need to check I won't. Actually, yeah, no. Let's check Sandbox settings, because I need to make sure that these are all good. I just don't want to have to deal with power supply. That's just annoying. This is... Yeah. Sure. We'll want this to be a fully functional park. Let's make that up. That's all fine. Flat rides, power. Okay, yeah. That's good. Staff pay. Yeah. Okay, and that's all fine. Apply. Nice. Okay, resume. Let's see how this feels. Okay. And we'll smoothen it out, but... Okay. I'm chill with that. Now let's do a big half loop. Maybe come down like this, I think. And then... Uh, where's the coaster? Yo, what's up, Lord Lupus? G's are forcing for facelifts and flapping face cheeks with the philosophy of a bank turned pimp slap of family fun. Alright. Cool. How was your Tuesday go? I think I agree with you though. I don't know if I'd stand by that upon further like cross-examination, but I think I agree with you. I get the vibe. The G's stand for Riz. Okay, we're going way too fast through all of this. Boom. Don't ask. I won't. I wasn't planning on really asking anyway. I was just gonna move completely on from it. It's going okay, world building for Unity for VR chat. I was gonna stream myself, but I said, nah, I need to come mess with my dude. Nice. Good choice. Especially because it's a choice that benefits my analytics. So, I appreciate it. It's good to see ya. Yeah, that's what I told myself on Sunday when I missed stream. I was like, I'll just go live. I'll go live some other time. Boom. Put that here. Oh my god. So that last week and the week before, that's a mood. I have a lot of friends like that. I won't name any names, but they know who they are. They know what they've done. Where are we hitting 4 Gs? Okay. It's this. We made this. I went through all of this trouble, and then we made this way too steep. I think 49. And then... okay. Go like here. Yo, what's up, Blanco and Chill? It's been a while. How have you been? Yes, we must always appease the analytic gods. We must sacrifice the first fruits of our watch time harvest to, I don't know who the current CEO of YouTube is, but to whoever they are. I only know Susan. I like to pretend Susan's still in charge. Things were so much better then. Alright, R.I.P. to the goat, for real. You hit 4Gs when I switched my coaster to T-Mobile. Dude, I should build a T-Mobile themed coaster. I think that'd be really funny. Make sure it hits 5Gs consistently. I don't know why I'm shilling for T-Mobile. I use Verizon, but... okay. I think this is gonna work. I could do the AT&T coaster and have it just like constantly switching between 5 and 3Gs with like no explanation. What am I getting? 1G? Okay, cool. We can make this way tighter. I'm not gonna make any of the jokes that popped into my head after I said that. I'll spare you guys. I'll spare you the trouble. 5Gs and you have to be at every part of the theme park. All over the whole thing. Yeah, it's everywhere. The coaster, the theme park could be completely covered. We got full coverage of the entire Continental theme park. I haven't done a meme coaster in a while. I'm trying to think of the last one I did. It probably would have been the Sponge one in Planet Coaster 1, like, forever ago. Let's see. Okay. I think this should be safe. You might as well make your coaster maintenance only liable for 2 consecutive years if that's the case. You just build Six Flags, will totally match that need. Nah, because like, if I built it at a Six Flags, it would just end up somewhere completely different within the year. And I want it to stay in the same park. I don't need my coverage to suddenly disappear. That could be the AT&T coaster. It has to be supported by every major coaster. Yeah. All of the support beams are from like the different coasters in the game. All of the infrastructure's like different colors. And then I can build a suspended coaster over top of it with just like 100 cars. And that could be the, the Starlink coaster. We could use the new sci-fi theme. Elon might even retweet it. Who knows? If we make it stupid enough, anything is possible. Let's go here. Okay, I'm satisfied with all of that. Now what I could do... Trying to think of the path I want this coaster to take. People be puking the rainbow already for Pride Month. Just be raining Skittles. We could make a Skittles coaster. And whenever somebody asks, like, oh, is that a Pride coaster? It's like, no, it's a Skittles coaster. What are you talking? Obviously. Like, just make it, like, super rainbow coated. Like, find a way to work in every single flag. Because I don't know all of them, but I think I know most of them. That would actually be kind of funny. And plus, I'm allowed to do it. So, I think that'd be hype. Okay, we got 0 all the way through this. I think I'll probably end up getting rid of a lot of these supports because it's kind of just like everywhere. But my main goal is to keep the sight lines of like this beach intact. What I might end up doing, they need to add, they need to add straddle coasters to this game, like the motorbike coasters. Then we can build a jet ski ride. Yeah, it suddenly changed the ride price like randomly from no reason, or just quits moving. Yeah, every time we load a park or like build something new, we just change the price of the ride. And not like small changes, like change it drastically. Like by margins of like at least $50. I think like this. That's what I said. But the fact that Planet Coaster 1 had them plan Cone Chill tells me that they're probably going to add it in one of the future updates. Which small tangent, just to like ass kiss real quick. They've been killing it with the fucking updates. I've been really pleased. I've really, all the themes that they've added so far are like the exact themes that I've been wanting them to add. And also the fact that like we're seeing a lot of returning themes in these free updates, because I assumed that they would make the returning themes like paid DLC, because I play a lot of EA games. So when the fact that the returning themes are not paid DLC makes me kind of excited for like what we're gonna get when they actually start doing paid DLC. Made a few supports rock columns, but with the rocks of the land. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Especially for like this helix, I'll probably add rock work coming all the way down it. Keep it kind of like embedded with the rock. I've gotten a lot better at rock work. One of the coasters I built in my offline park has a lot of it, and I'm very happy with how it came out. Speaking of, shameless self-plug, in the description you can find my Frontier Workshop code. I just uploaded a ton of new blueprints to the Frontier Workshop. A lot of stuff that we built on stream, a lot of stuff from our peer workshop. So if you've seen anything on stream that you wanted to add to your parks, definitely go check that out. Check me out in the Frontier Workshop. Feel free to download them, add them to your own parks, do all that, customize them as you want. And one of the things that I added on there is a rockwork chain lift. So, all with custom colored rocks. So if you're building like a Thunder Mountain type ride and you don't feel like building a rockwork chain lift, I have it. It's set to 45 degrees. I need like a salesman, like a infomercial music button for whenever I do like self plugs like that. People are like, oh, exploding carts are so pretty against the ocean background. Sea goes flying past someone on fire. I mean, I think that was pretty cool. I'd be like, yo, how'd they do that? Modern and organic. Yeah, that's the plan. Whole one for pirates, but I really hope they do horror goth again, but it make it like Planet Co. My guess is they're going to do horror for Halloween. And they have also already put horror on the roadmap. I'm like 80% sure. Let me pull it up. But I'm 80% sure that they've put spooky on the roadmap. And my assumption will be that they're going to do that for Halloween, for like October. First question, considering I have a DJ, I could make that happen. Let's see. Do I have the music turned off? Speaking of DJ, you just made me realize I haven't heard music this entire game. There we go. I typically watch like YouTube videos or like TV shows when I'm playing Planet Coaster, so I always turn the soundtrack off. But it's good to have it for stream, because I feel like there's a lot of dead silence. Hope they do weather patterns for Christmas, like winter theming. I also agree. It's funny. I moved on from the tangent of updates because I wanted to get back to focusing on the coaster. But the two themes that I was gonna mention that I want them to add are Arctic theme, Christmas, and Halloween. I would also love to see a return of the World's Fair theme. I thought that was really cool. With like the Bavarian and the Japanese and the Chinese and whatever else they had that I can't remember. I think they had Italian Riviera as well. That would be great. Riviera especially would work super well with the resort and tropical theme. So I'm hoping they do a return of that. And then I'm trying to think of like what the themes of Planet Coaster 1. Obviously they're doing the fantasy theme again. Not the Vintage Fair Pack, although I would like to see a return of that. No, the World's Fair Pack, the one that had all of like the themes from different countries. Because I had a couple parks that were essentially like World Showcase inspired, and especially with some of the theming, with how much like better at least I've gotten at theming rides over the course of Planet Coaster 2's release. I would love the opportunity to do more like World Showcase style things, now that I'm a little bit better at building buildings and stuff. At some point, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, but at some point I do want to do another park showcase, show off what I've been working on in my single player. But I would like to have at least 2 parks finished before I go through that. This is long enough for a first half, I think. Here and here. There we go. Think you know what you're talking about, like the flying pagoda. That yeah. Well, like that, and also hold on. Oh, also, I have the spring roadmap right here, so we're going to check out that. And then Planet Coaster World's Fair theme. Hold on, my browser doesn't load quite as quickly with Planet Coaster running. Let me go to images. Okay, yeah. So we got 2 things here. This is the roadmap. So let's see. Update. Okay, this is old. News. Take me to the new one. I think it's this one. Because they updated the roadmap. Yeah, this isn't it. Why is this so hard to navigate? More news. Maybe it's in here. Maybe they just didn't make a separate post for it. I know I saw it, though. Okay, I'm stupid. It doesn't fucking matter. But this is the World's Fair theme. This is some of the stuff. I think the vintage was included in this. But it had... Oh, the adventure theme is the other theme I would love to see back. Like the Mayan, like, jungle adventure theme. That would be super hype. I would love to do some Indiana Jones stuff. But yeah, all of this. Anyway, that was a... I need to check how this is doing. We can make this wider first and foremost. So let's move it. We need to build one of these guys. Problem, bring back hotels. They are bringing back hotels. That's in... The hotels is the next update, actually. So I'm curious how it's gonna work, considering how differently restaurants work in this game from the first game. I need to find this roadmap now. Now I'm like bummed out. Cause I know I saw it somewhere. Because you mentioned multiple things that were on the roadmap, so I need to find this. Frontier Dev. Follow Frontier Dev on Twitter. I'll shout them out. Fuck it. Frontier Dev and also Planet Coaster. Maybe it was part of the Unlocked stream that I saw it. But I know I saw it. Trying to play the game, but I don't care where to go with it. Sadly, kind of at a standstill. Oh, I totally feel you. I have moments like that a lot with this game. Yeah, this is just all talking about the sci-fi. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe I'm like big fucking stupid. But I know they mentioned the spooky theme. But here we go. Let's do this. This is the updated roadmap. It's on Twitter. Of course it is. But yeah, June update. So souvenir shops, sell a variety of souvenirs, on-ride photos, which I'm excited about. That's gonna be fun. Career maps, blah, yeah, all of that. New audio sliders is gonna be really nice because the current in-park music is super, super loud, and it'd be nice to be able to control that. Returning stuff, and then of course the themes. But I do remember somewhere they mentioned, future updates. They're planning on adding, hotels. So anyway. Yeah, custom's super quiet. It's very unbalanced. But it is what it is. They're fixing it, so I can only complain too much at this juncture. Why am I not able to move this to the side? I should be able to. What the fuck? What is this doing? There we go. So if I move it like... That's too much. I'm gonna move it... Here. And then... Here. And then... Here. And then... Here. Alright, and then we move it up. Actually, not quite like that. We go back to the bottom. Then we bring it up. 78. I think 85 should be about right. So let's try to get it. 86 is good for me. Let's go. Made a swing ride called Disco. Put a lot of spinning lights on it. Nice. So a friend said put 80s or disco-like song to it. So I put Dead or Alive. And then spin me right around. Nice. Good choices. I haven't messed too much with the custom audio and video stuff. To quote you, I haven't had a ton of inspiration or ideas for things using them. As far as the only thing I've really done with it is I added a subway, like a real subway menu to the subway I built at the Pier theme park. I gotta see what those G's. How are those G's? Two lateral G's is a lot. This needs to be way more banked than it is. Underbanked. Underbanked. It's fine. That should be better, hopefully. Let's see. Okay, yeah. That was so much better. So much better. Jokes time. How do you know if my coach is making good money? How? It's overbanked. You check its bank. I knew there were gonna be some kind of bank pun. Alright. I think the most obvious choice for getting it back to the station is swooping turn up here, come down here, come up here, come around this way. Do like a corkscrew or something to get us down here. And swooping turn around here, back up into the station. I think is gonna be the move. So let's also make sure this isn't slowing it down too much. Okay. I mean, I don't think you can call it a secret when you're typing it into YouTube chat and I save all of my VODs and I have a chat overlay, but what do you got for me, Lord Lupus? Bam. It's fine, Lol, that's the joke. Alright, cool. Sorry. I should have just yes-anded. That's my bad. They would never let me on whose line is it anyway. I think right here. And then I don't think we're actually going to be going that fast. The show's dead, don't worry. I know. That's why they're never going to let me on it. So, it's not because I'm bad. It's because that show's not around anymore. I feel like I could do that show. It can't be that hard. I feel like I could bully Drew Carey for an hour. That's what that show was about, right? That was the point. At least that's what I get. Playing a coaster with custom art and frames. Ooh. Tame the Fury. That's a good idea. That's actually a really good use of the custom art frames to do like, or the custom photos and stuff. Do like an art museum coaster. Or even like an art museum dark ride. Ooh, I might steal the art museum dark ride idea. I mean, it's not stealing because I did kind of come up with it, but not without your idea. What? You're telling me that the producers of the show kind of overhandedly forced all those Drew Carey jokes? They weren't just completely natural? I never would have guessed. That's crazy. This is the only time I use ChatGPT. There's some good uses for ChatGPT. Sometimes it's funny to like argue something unhinged with ChatGPT just to see how they'll respond. Just be like, how are you gonna deal if I just be like, oh, that's just because we have too many ants. There's way too many ants. The climate is bad because of the ants. It's not because of carbon. It's the ants. Just see what ChatGPT does with that. Because I wouldn't know what to do with that. I would have no idea how to respond. To be fair, Carey has been all over from his show Whose Line and Price is Right. That is true. I mean, that is like the one silver lining. Drew Carey has had an incredibly illustrious career. I mean, you mentioned Price is Right. He was in Superstar Limo at Disney's California Adventure. That's a pretty good claim to fame, I would say. Which means he's also a star in the Monsters, Inc. ride at Disney California's Adventure. That's a fun Drew Carey fact for you. Drew Carey plays one of the CPA agents. My stream's educational, guys. I'm like Hank Green. Okay. Got good speed on that. I wasn't planning a massive drop here, but this is kind of how the cards fell, so this is what we're doing. I'm just seeing Drew Carey dressed up as Boo with pigtails, screaming kitty. I would watch that. I don't know how financially successful that movie would be, but they would sell at least one ticket. I can say that with confidence. See how that would look in ChatGPT. See if ChatGPT can do it in the style of Monsters, Inc. Where's this coast? Oh, also, this isn't gonna work because I need this. I need there to be a path coming down here. So, damn it, I didn't pause quick enough. That was the perfect opportunity to see what the G's were. I think we're gonna have... I don't think we're gonna have enough speed to get through this element, but I want to try. Oh, we will if I do it this way. Boom. 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 It's generating. I wish I had a Discord for you to send it in. That's something like far, far, far in the future. I'm not even gonna consider that until I monetize, probably. It's just not gonna be worth it. Where's this coaster at? Ah, there it is. Everything's good there. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Okay, this should work. Us JT from Lupus. What a name out of context. My Twitter DM should be open. If you wanted to send it to me there. I believe I have him set. You know, in case anybody wants to reach out to collab, you know. You never know. Someone might be really, really desperate for a W, and they're like, I'm the only one who can give it to them. So I gotta keep my keep my options open just in case. You don't use Twitter? Based. You should definitely keep it that way. I think it's very telling that everybody who uses Twitter hates using Twitter. Okay, perfect. Then we do this, then this. This. All right. Hold on, it's not finished. I was about to say, just like that, we're finished, but no, we got a lot of smoothing to do. There's an eyelash that fell onto my tongue. Now our friendship is becoming seasoned with the pages of you getting Discord. That's true. Now you got something to like hold out until. It's like a time capsule. It's like you gotta wait until we finally dig that sucker up. Also, it gives you a reason to be excited for when we finally get monetized. It will be like a win-win. Let's see. Do not make chaos brew in perfection. Do not open till Christmas time. One moment got a package from JT under the tree needs a duster. I'll open a PO box. That's what I should do. I'll open a PO box, and then you can send me like a glass bottle of something, and then I'll take it out of the box, put it in a different box, and then send it back to you, and then we'll just do that and see how many times we can resend it before the bottle breaks. I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be a fun experiment, or maybe like a nice vase, you know. Sounds like a deal. Hell yeah. Although maybe that's not such a good idea, because shipping that might start to cost like $8,000 if they end up defunding the postal service. So we'll see. One peanut M&M. Oh yeah, that's another thing you could do. You could do like we could do like a Santa shaped chocolate thing, and see how long it stays Santa shaped. I think these are I think these are very important efficiency and quality of service tests that need to be run on the U.S. Postal Service. I think we'd be doing a public good, finding flaws in their system. It's like, hey, you guys need like special like dark brown parcels for sending chocolate. That way it doesn't get melted. Nah, packing it in dry ice adds a variable. Because then we're not just testing like the effectiveness of the U.S. Postal Service. We're testing the effectiveness of dry ice. That's like a separate experiment. We could do that. but it would have to be it'd have to be separate. You gotta keep it separated. Just like that. And then now we go back up. I don't think this... Oops. I was hoping to avoid breaking a part of the coaster, but that's alright. Smooth these guys. Just played that song not long ago. Nice. It's not a song that I, like, actively seek out listening to, but it's a good song. Alright, just because it's gonna be bothering me. And then... That's the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then back to this. Next thing is this guy. I mean, Offspring in the radio days was a thing, don't deny it. I guess. I prefer Bowling for Soup. As far as, like... I don't know what, like, that... Like, genre of... Like, that archetype... I don't know what you would call that archetype of band. But, of that band archetype... Bowling for Soup's my favorite. Like, there's a few Offspring songs that I like, but they're not like let me go out of my way to seek this out. I guess it is ska. I just always think of ska as having more saxophones, you know? Cause like would fuck. Is it All American? What band am I don't want to say anything. Okay, yeah, I guess that would be. Okay, never mind. How did I get over there? No, I was thinking something different. That's why I like didn't say anything fully. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Let's see. Boom. Here. Gosh, that should all be good now. This needs some work. The random Shark Mountain. I didn't put that here, alright? Take it up with Frontier Dev, alright? I didn't put that here. I think it's cool because it has this dorsal fin here. So I think that's kind of cute. And I'll use it for something, alright? We'll use it. I don't know what we're gonna use it for, but we'll use it for something. But that was not my idea to put that there. That was the Frontier Devs. Do not put that on me. Yeah, that shark knows about as much. Yeah, that shark is as confused as we are, it seems. I don't know where I was going with the other phrase. We're gonna need to move this tree. We'll do landscape moving at the end. He's seen some things. I mean, yeah. I feel like of all the fish to have seen some things, a shark is like pretty high up there. They seem like the marine vets of the fish world, I would say. Like they give off that vibe, you know? Like great white sharks and like hammerheads to a lesser extent. They give up the vibe of like multiple tours, you know? Like they give off the vibe of somebody Frogan would hate. Sorry. All right. That's my one joke. That's my one drama joke of the night. You gotta let me have it. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have the soundboard. I should have done this quicker. The comedic timing on this would have been amazing. Where to go? Where is it? There it is. No, that's the wrong one. There it is.
Based?
I agree, Frogan. That was pretty based. Okay. I need to remember that I have a fucking soundboard. I never do. I was way too reliant on sound alerts when I was on Twitch. Way too reliant on sound alerts. I need to get way better at using my soundboard and remembering that it's there. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, this is the last element. Everybody's based in their own special way. Mr. Rogers taught me that. He would come down, he would come in, tie his shoes, and be like, you know, everybody's based in their own special way. My neighbors, they're all based. And I'm sure your neighbors are based too. With a little soft piano. Dude, has anybody... Someone needs to make fucking Gen Z brain rot AI Mr. Rogers. Like, I've been addicted. Mason, JDM Blackout can attest to this. I've been addicted to, like, those fucking... like, AI Invincible shit. And, like, some of the AI Darth Vader memes. Someone needs to make, like, brain rot Mr. Rogers using AI. The word for the day is Riz. What is Riz? Riz is when you put on a smile just by walking in the room. Anyway. Maybe one day I'll get into like AI memes. I could be the Papa Gut of my generation. Rogers YTV. Oh my gosh. Okay, last thing we need to do for this coaster, at least as far as like minor changes. There's like some major theming elements we still need to work on, but that's gonna be it's a problem for future Jonah. For right now, I'm just gonna replace this. We'll also have to replace these lights that came with the park. Coming down here, this needs dug. There we go. Watch a ton of YouTube poop, Paula or Japabi dubs. Yeah. I don't usually watch like a ton of just like brain rot content, at least on YouTube, but like on TikTok, if I'm like taking a shit and I'm at home and I'm just like scrolling through it, like most of my FYP is just brain rot. I was literally in a call with JDM Blackout yesterday, and just like there was a lull, like a length of silence, and I was just like, oh, yo, dude, good news. And he was like, what? And I was like, we could be bees. This may not be our world, but it's true. We could be bees. And then he left the call and didn't talk to me for the rest of the night. Make that a shirt. Give it to my one Aries friend who's all into brain rot. I brain rot on the pooper. while you were flirting with women. I was studying the brain rot. Speaking of the shitter, I need to use the restroom, so I will be right back. Just give me like 1 minute. Alright, gamers. We back. Let's ride this sucker. I think we put that off long enough. Let's do 3 trains, because that's how many we're going to run. So we'll test it with 3. Let's see how well we did. I can fast forward through this. Okay. I think I made the sound effects quieter too. Oh. That's a problem. That's an easy fix. Did I remember to flush and wash? Yeah, I did. My hands smell like, I think it's coconut hibiscus. It's quite a pog scent. And sounds like an amazing smoothie. Gotta move that tree. Proud of me? Yeah, dude, I always wash. COVID like lasered that into my brain. Like, that's not to say I didn't wash before COVID, but like COVID made it like a ingrained, like an inherent trait. COVID turned hand washing into a core memory. All right. I would say this is a pretty successful coaster. I think this thing slaps. Like, not to pat myself on the back or anything, but I low-key kind of fucking killed it. We're gonna move this guy here. Pop around. These we need to fix. But these are pretty easy to fix. We just need to pull the terrain out a tad. There we go. Get rid of the train. Where is this one coming from? There you are. Alright. Cool. We have a lot of problems. You guys can't see the notification. Oh no, you can see. We have 1, 1, 7, and 2. So we might need to take that. But you're gonna make me randomly go to my friends on VR chat after they poop. You remember to wash your hands to avoid your booties going. you remember wash your hands? You don't want to get ass COVID. It's a new variant. You didn't hear about this? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? It's ass COVID. Dr. Fanny was talking about it. Okay. All right. I think I'm just gonna leave. We're just gonna end stream. That's it, gamers. Put this here. Copy this guy. It's kind of slanty, but I'm not like upset. This guy we can delete. This guy we can build. Nope. This guy. Give me this plant. Give me this plant. Give me this plant. This plant. Oh, that's why I wasn't working. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm fine. Just walking with the wait, new health regulations. Yeah. You remember when your uncle was complaining on Facebook about face diapers? Well, guess what? It's real diapers now. 'Cause ass COVID is here, and it's here to stay. And now your uncle is gonna be on Facebook all like, why'd they let the Chinese experiment on our asses without any regulations? Purell for the crack. No, it's for as COVID it wouldn't be Purell, it would be Charmin Ultra Strong. So if you're looking for stocks to buy, I think Charmin's gonna go up with the rumblings of the new ass COVID. If you thought toilet paper was hard to find during regular COVID, boy, you are not prepared for ass COVID. Charmin with UV protection. Yeah. The only way to cure ass COVID, you need to goatee on the beach. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the bit there. I think going any further is just asking for trouble. Alright. I'll make this last joke. Can you picture the fucking Matt Walsh video right now? And they're censoring us on Facebook just for talking about ass COVID. It would be fucking amazing. Alright. Back to building this queue. Because it needs to be long enough. I don't know why I enunciated the word long in the way that I did. New excuse to miss work. Guys, new excuse just dropped. Get hype. They're talking it. They announced it at Summer Games Fest. Guys, I had to. Jeff Keighley's confirmed it on Twitter. They had to cancel Summer Games Fest due to an outbreak of ass COVID in the gaming sphere. That's gonna get clipped. If I had any sort of substantial following, that would totally get clipped. Like, I can't believe JTV Live compared game journalists to a deadly disease. How many people are really dying from ass cook? Okay, we're done. That's the, we'll put the kibosh on it. There are no security guards in the park. That's a problem. Everyone's getting pickpocketed. The Thieves Guild's very active, it seems. Guests are desperate. There are no guest services near... oh, that's right. We have a pool, and we've been so focused on building this coaster that our entire park is in a horrible state of neglect. So we got changing rooms there. We'll make that a bathroom. Let's quickly... yeah, I can do this. Let's quickly turn this into a guest services stall. This shouldn't be too hard. Bring this here. Go here, here. Bamboo services wall. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Do this. Plop that bad boy. Plop that bad boy right there. And then scenery. I'll grab one of these and one of these, and then delete this because it doesn't make sense there anymore. Delete this because it doesn't make sense. Go into roofs. Thatch. Here we go. Grab this guy. Not that guy. Grab this guy. Just throw him right there. That doesn't work. Oh, what if I did this? What if I did this? What if I did this? Perfect. Perfect. And now we can put a stall. Facilities. Go to guest services. Create custom. Here. Here. Intersecting terrain? How? What? How? Okay. Well, let's fix that real quick. Flatten, big. Okay. Now there shouldn't be any intersecting terrain. Boom. Look at that. Look at that, gamers. Let me read chat. Of course, sponsors. Bruh, if you were in a collab with me, it would be fucking clips for days with the people I know. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, me and my friends. Which, speaking of me and my friends, this is the perfect time to bring up Friday, 7 p.m. Or actually, no, sorry. I need to change that on the schedule. Oops. Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time is our third monthly First Friday stream with me and a bunch of other content creator friends. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be playing a golf game. I don't know which one yet. Probably Golf with Friends, but there's some other games that we're throwing around. So definitely come check that out. We have a lot of fun together. They're all, my friends are really funny. So yeah, definitely come check that out. And then go follow all of them. Facilities. Alright. Okay, so that's one problem down. Next, they were complaining about lifeguards. So let's throw some lifeguards down. I'm probably going to end up changing the size of this pool. But let's throw a lifeguard down for now. No security guards. Let's start throwing these guys around. One here. We'll put one here. I'll put one here. I'll put one here. Put one here. Put one here. Okay. We'll add cameras to some of these buildings. That should be taken care of. That should be taken care of. Alright, that should all be good. Is this open? It's probably like too expensive. Yep. We'll make this 650. That seems about right. Alright. So that's first coaster down. Next thing we gotta do is we've got, okay, that's just a memento. That's a bathroom there. Do we have, are any of these food? Oh. I should probably save this building as a blueprint just so I can use it in other parts. We'll leave it as is for now. We need to add shops. As fun as these posters are, we need more food stalls, especially in this boardwalk part or boardwalk section. I think these are staff buildings in here. Okay, no, there's nothing in here. Okay, good to know. There's nothing in there either. All right, well, let's start off with these. View. Okay, facilities. We're gonna add cheap beef. Perfect. And then, oh, that's too low. I think that's right. No, I had it right the first time. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that, gamers. Throw that here. Good help if needed. I appreciate that, dude. As of right now, I only collab with the people I can verify. I need to be more active on Discord though, because you saying that does bring up. I do need a Discord so I can actually get to know people. It's like, oh, I only collab with people I kind of know. It's like, oh, how do you get to know people? I don't. It's like, oh. Dude, I see a problem with that. Let's see. Pip shop, wall, front. Okay, cool. This does what I want it to, which is not cover up the wooden part. Based. By messaging them and saying hi. That is true. That is a good way. Where's that music coming from? Oh no, it's just the ambiance music. Okay, the way that was weird. The way it sounded like it was coming through a speaker. That confused me. That's okay. I want another food. Haya sushi. That's something you would see on a boardwalk. For sure. Based. Alright. Next thing. Dude, we are cruising through this. Now that that's done, I think we're gonna do an area at a time. Like, do it zone by zone. That's all good, dude. You don't gotta do all that. I appreciate it though. What was I doing? I completely... Sorry, I just like powered down. Oh, that's right. Section at a time. Since we have a lot of experience with boardwalk, I figure this is going to be the easiest section to do. We have a lot of boardwalk style buildings. I think I have a lot of things that will fit with this. Xena and I will ask all help. I appreciate that, dude. I'll definitely reach out. As we're building this boardwalk, the first thing I notice, I'm kind of thinking, how necessary really is this cable car? I mean, honestly, does it need to be here? I don't think it does, personally. I don't think this boardwalk is really long enough to justify this. I think this space would be much better used as a shuttle coaster. Right? Right? Am I right? Like a shuttle launch coaster, zooming up here, comes up, does its spike right at the entrance, comes back down, has a spike there. I think that's what it's gotta be, dude. And I'll keep that. It would be cool to replace this with the hollow one, but it's fine. I don't like that this is here. I have decided I do not like that that's there. So, copy, and then draw tool. Yeah, I thought I had merge on. I want to get rid of... Okay, I guess we have to do it this way. Okay. Nice. Alright, hopefully that didn't fuck up anything too much. But let's get on to the shuttle coaster. Odd, you were looking at that before I said anything? Looking at what? This or the, cable car? I couldn't think of the word. The chairlifts? Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's cool. It's a cool aesthetic. And it definitely adds some nice, like, dynamic elements to the park. Uh-oh. Let's add some janitors around. I don't think we have any janitors. I also don't think we have any mechanics. Let's go ahead and just throw these around fucking everywhere. Oh, we need to get rid of this path now. Okay. Ooh. Shit. Ghost train? I'll probably do a ghost train on my, like, actual boardwalk. Because you're totally right. But also, part of me kind of wants to wait to do anything like that if I know that they're coming out with a spooky theme. You know, like, part of me kind of wants to wait until they have those items in the game. Because I've already done this before, like, of, like, waiting for them, instead of waiting for them to come out with the update, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna build this, thing. And then they come out with, like, I built some Western buildings before they came out with the Western theme. And stuff like that. So I kind of want to wait. It's like, well, we know the spooky theme is coming. Can also do water slides. Yes. Water slides is definitely going to happen. So we have this pull up here. What I'm probably going to do is Water park area here. Maybe use this area as a, like, slide runoff. So maybe, like, a slide tower over here or over here. And then also probably another water park, because we have this path that comes down here. So I might build another pool down here, but I'll do that a little later. We'll decide that at a later time. Oh, I needed to hire a couple mechanics as well. Then one up here. Alright. Shuttle. One of these guys. Can I not align it to this building? Okay, well that makes things a little bit kind of annoying, but okay. I did just notice that these, or not notice, but think about this. These paths are not going to work anymore because the shape of this building is different. Did I nail that? Yeah. So we'll just move this up here. And then come down. The queue for this is going to be interesting, but we should have a lot more room. Oops. A lot more room for the queue now that we have, like, all of this wide space back here. I'll probably keep that. I want to just... No, I don't... Like, why is it making me delete, like, the entire segment? I just want to delete this square. Like... I can't believe I didn't think to do this sooner. It was really dumb of me. Easy. Easy. Question for you. Considering the implicating soak now, do you think they might, down the road, include wild? Honestly, considering you have Planet 2, I don't see why, but I was thinking about that. I thought about that, too. I was thinking maybe not doing wild, but I think it would be really cool. I think it'd be really cool for them to do, like, a safari theme with animal animatronics. So that way you could do, like, a Jungle River Cruise type rides. Re-envision RCT3. I agree with you there. It does feel a lot like that. But I think it's safari theme with, like, animal animatronics and then, like, African themed architecture and buildings and stuff. I think that would work really, really well. Or maybe do that with, like, the adventure theme. Boom. I see that being more of a DLC though. If they were to do something like that, I would assume it would be. That sounds like paid DLC to me. At least if I was them, I would do that as paid DLC. This actually fits quite snugly here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the queue path. We can figure out the queue later. that's where it needs to sit. Then maybe doing a suspended coaster would have been better, but I honestly don't really think by much. That's fine. I can remake this building to kind of better fit the new station. So let's do this. We're gonna do... Wait, can you not do these as a shuttle coaster anymore? Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. Yeah, that puts a... Yeah, that makes a problem. That causes a problem. Because I don't think this can shuttle through the station. If I'm correct. Hold on, let me test that. So if I did this... I'm pretty sure this doesn't work, but I'm just gonna see. Yeah, there's no shuttle option. Okay. What about the surfboard coaster? Doesn't that have a shuttle? It doesn't have a shuttle that I'm aware of. Maybe it does. Hold on, where is that? So I can... Here it is. Yeah. I think we could do... Yeah, because none of these other ones kind of really do what I want it to. Where's that suspended one? That's the Momentum. They're making the Vekoma one, which I think is a suspended. I think they're coming out. Yeah, Giant Inverted Return. Let's try this guy. This isn't like quite what I want, but it's close. And then watch, now that I'm adding this in a way that like is sub-optimal, they're gonna add in the next update, I'm calling it out, they're gonna add in the next update the ability to do a shuttle launch on the looping drive tire coaster I was just using. I guarantee it. I can almost guarantee that they're gonna do that. Which is gonna be really funny. Yeah, this kind of fits, but the problem is it doesn't have the kind of, like, lift that I would want. Like, see, it only has this vertical lift option. And, like, that's not... I'd have to get rid of this Ferris wheel now. And also, this isn't going to look, like, as good at the front. It's kind of crazy. With all of the new coasters they've added, with like the tilt coaster and like the drop tracks and like the shift tracks and all of that, it's kind of weird that they still don't have launch shuttle coasters. They don't have I think they're the premier rides, the ones that like loop, or that like do like the non-inverted loop and then like the big loop around it. Those are either premier or I forget what the other one was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They don't have any of those, and they also don't have I forget where I was going with that. I had a third thing that they don't have that I thought was kind of weird that they don't have it. But yeah. So I guess we'll use this guy. I am trying to do well, I'm not trying to do a boomerang. I want to do a shuttle coaster. But there's no shuttle coasters in the game for some reason. Like there's just like random coaster types that aren't in the game that feel like they really kind of should be. Like I think it's really weird that you can't do vertical spikes. Like we have change tracks in the game and like turntables in the game. Like why we don't have that on like a Intamin launch coaster is kind of weird to me. But it's not the end of the world. Well, yeah, I can use this one, but I was hoping for, like, again, with these coaster models, I'm, like, locked in to a specific type of lift. The reason I wanted to use the drive tire coaster is because in the original game, you could do that as a shuttle launch coaster. So I could have this spike back here be, like, whatever I wanted it to be. I wasn't locked into, like, this giant, obtrusive, cumbersome fucking, chain lift that doesn't even have any supports because of how the supports work. Like, it's kind of, like, maybe I'm being a little picky, but I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to do. Because, like, the layout I had in my brain also just works way better as a launch shuttle coaster. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to do this. We're moving on. We're not going to do it. Because I just know that they're going to fucking add shuttle coasters as soon as I build it. I'm gonna go through all the trouble of shoehorning a shuttle coaster design into a boomerang model. Only for them to, in the next update, be like, and we're really excited in the next update to finally add the ability to do shuttle launches with our Vekoma return coaster model. Like I guarantee the next Frontier Unlocked is they're gonna have that line. You can bet money on it. So we're just gonna move on to something else. I mentioned we have this beach area down here. That we could do a pool with and have a slide tower here. Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a pool. Infinity. Elevate it a bit. No. Here. No. Create custom. Oh, the image finally stopped generating. Share the image link. I don't think I can do that in chat. I'll think of a way to do that because I do kind of want to see it. Make this really tiny. Okay. Perfect. That's about... Can I lower it at all? No, I can't. Okay. Because it's too tall. Another thing I would like the ability to do is edit my pools after they've been placed. I think like this should be a good height. Where'd it go? Stop getting stuck over there. Put this here. Like right here. Is that better? Perfect. That's better. Maybe. That feels like that's exactly the same height. It is. No, fuck. I think like there. And then here. And then here. Boom. Nice. Okay. That's better. And now we can just edit the shape a bit more. Nope. No. Alright, that side's still kind of janky, but that's good. Alright. That should be fine. Now we gotta do paths. Okay. And then shit. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. So now we've got that. Nice. And I'll add wood to that to kind of make it look more like a deck. This needs to be moved here. This can stay, but now it needs to be like this. Yeah, that's kind of a fun little element there. Then facilities, or no, pools, pool extras. The most important thing is going to be lifeguards. There. Then boom. Then some of these guys. Boom. Okay. There we go. Alright, what time is it? 9:01. Alright, gamers. Well, I'm gonna have to call it there, unfortunately. Oops. Because I need to get some sleep before work tomorrow. But I think that's a great place to leave it off. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Planet Coaster at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're probably going to be back to working on the Pier theme park. I think that's how I'm going to split it up. Tuesday nights, we'll work on the Career Park remasters. And then Wednesday night, we'll do our Boardwalk Park until we finish that bad boy. We're getting close. I feel like we're like 60 to 70% done with the Boardwalk Park. So I'm very excited. You rest well as well, Lord Lupus. It was good having you in the chat. Good talking with you guys. Again, reminders, back with more Planet Coaster tomorrow at 7 p.m. and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Not 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Will be our third monthly First Friday stream with a bunch of other creators. So definitely come check that out. The best way to make sure you don't miss any of the live streams or any of the videos is, of course, to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live and every time I upload a new video. I'm live 4 times a week and I upload a video every weekend. This past weekend was part 1 of a new Project Zomboid series. Definitely go check that video. I'm very happy with how it came out. And this upcoming week will be another GeoGuessr video. So definitely check those out. Make sure you like the streams, like the videos, and all of that. The AI image you made is crazy. Got the image for it also. That's amazing. You'll have to keep all of those in like a folder. Like for when JTV Live makes a Discord folder. And you'll have to send those all to me. Yeah. But that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday night. I will talk to you all on Hump Day. I hope you have a great rest of your night tonight, and I'll catch you all on the next stream. Stay sponge, gamers. You better, Lord Lupus. You better. I'll be checking. I'll check. I'll make sure to check, so you better.